What up, Digital Slang? Welcome back. Today, the Sennheiser HD 450BT wireless headphones. These do have active noise cancellation. We're gonna jump in, check it out. Now, I did pick this up on Cyber Monday. It was a pretty good deal, $150 regular price, 20 bucks off for a pair of Sennheiser headphones. I had to check them out. I personally have never owned anything from Sennheiser, and I am a headphone junkie. So any chance I get to pick up a solid pair of headphones, I am going to take it. So the HD 450BT, now these have been out for a while, but we're gonna test them out, check them out, do all the usual stuff. Now again, I did pay for these with my own money. You saw the quick unboxing in the beginning of the video. Also in the box, they do include a carrying case. Now it's, it does have their branding here on top on a little label, a little zipper here. Nothing special, but it is a carrying case, and it is nice that they do include it. So it will help with portability, and there is a pocket inside of here. You guys probably can't see that, but there is a pocket in there. So you can throw the cords and everything in there to bring along with you. Now, this cord here, 3.5 millimeter to a 2.5 millimeter jack on here. And the 2.5 millimeter you can plug into your headphones, and you can, if you have a headphone jack on your phone, you can plug it in and you can listen to these without any power. So if they're dead, or if you just want to conserve on battery life, you can still use and listen to music through your headphones. It's very cool. And there's also a USB Type-C to plug these in and charge them up. And then the user's manual, and of course the box. Now if we look at the actual headphones, you can see this for me is the look of headphones that I like. And that's kind of why I wanted these, is basically for the look. Yes, they're Sennheiser, that had something to do with it. But the overall style and the look, this is definitely my style of headphones. Now, they swivel a little bit, but not completely. They won't lay flat on a table, but they do move back and forth just a little bit, but they do fold, right? So portability is not bad. They do fold, but they don't swivel completely. Now, they do slide very nice and very smooth. And again, these are completely plastic headphones, but they do feel pretty good. They don't feel cheap at all. They do feel like a good, solid built pair of headphones. I do like it, and I like the look. The matte black color on here, I do really like the look. Now, all the controls are over here on this ear cup, on this side of your headphones. And this top control here, this is for your Google Assistant, for Siri, whatever assistant you're using on your phone, you just push that in. Your assistant will come up, and I'll show you how it all works. Now this here, this is not only a button, but you can also push it up, push it down. It's like a little lever, and it works very good and does control everything. Now these do have volume control, everything, turn ANC on and off, next track, previous track, all of the controls you would want on a pair of headphones or earbuds. These do come with that. This control here, this is your volume control. This will go back and forth, lower and raise your volume. Your USB Type-C, your port here for the cord. This is your power button. This will also toggle between ANC, on and off. Now the one thing I don't like, there's no voice prompt for ANC, so you kind of just have to listen to determine if your ANC is on or off. So you just have to be aware of that. And overall, not bad. I like the build on here. I like the look. They're flexible. They don't feel cheap at all, even though they are built of plastic. Now, the one thing I don't like, the ear cups on here, look, it's memory foam. They're soft. There's some cushion here. But if you take a look at these, look how thin. They're not very wide, so they do hit my ears. And I do think wearing these, for most people, it's going to, some of the ear cup is going to actually sit on your ear, or you're going to feel that pinch on your head because of how narrow these ear cups are. So a little disappointed with that. As soon as I put them on, I did realize that. So it's just something to be aware of. So again, Bluetooth 5.0, battery life on here is around 30 hours of playtime. ANC, you're going to have 2 different colorways to choose from. Now, besides the ear cups, a few other things they do not have. No transparency mode or hear-through mode, whatever you want to call it. Different companies call it different things, but there is no mode to allow that ambient noise to come in. And no on-ear detection. If you take these off while listening to them, they won't pause. And if you put them back on, they're supposed to play, but this does not come with that. And again, these have been out for a while, so I don't really expect it to be on there. Now, this does have app support. There is an app for this, and I'll show you the app. It's not the best of apps. It's very basic. Not really much you can do with it. There's a 3-band IQ on the app, and that's basically it. So I'll show you that once we get into the testing, but I'm gonna throw them on. We'll start all the normal testing that we normally do. I'll play some music, do a mic test. Let's check them out. So to connect these, just like any other Bluetooth device, you're gonna go in and you're gonna go into settings, turn the power on the headphones. It will appear in your Bluetooth settings. You hit connect. Once you are connected there, you can go into the app. Now this app is available on iOS as well as Android devices. And once you're in, it's going to connect automatically. HD 450 BTs. And this is the nicest thing about the app right here. The picture of the headphones. Again, it's very simple, very basic. If you click on EQ, this is really all you have to do in this app. You can adjust your EQ on here. It's just a 3-band EQ and you can adjust it, and that's it. That's all you can do. So very basic. And as you can see, I have already adjusted the EQ really to what I like, and it's okay. It makes a very slight difference. It's very hard to tell that the EQ actually does anything, so a little disappointing there, but it does make a slight difference. So just keep that in mind. We're gonna play some beats. Check them out. I'll tell you how they sound. All right guys, sound quality on the 450 BTs is good. I'm not gonna say it's great because I feel myself wanting more. The highs sound good, everything's clear, but the bass and the mids for me are lacking. And honestly, when I first heard these, I was very disappointed with the sound quality on these headphones. Now, I do have to say I'm a little spoiled, right? Technology, especially this year in the headphone and earbud market, has grown and taken tremendous leaps as far as what we get value bang for buck budget wise, right? So take for instance the Soundcore Life Q30s that just dropped a month or two ago. Amazing headphones. They got that deep bass, they sound fantastic, plenty of volume. So when I compare something like this at 150 bucks, I'm kind of comparing it to something like the Q30s. They both have ANC. Similar price points. The Q30s are actually cheaper and the Q30s actually sound better. So I have to keep that in mind that these came out a few years ago and I have to kind of judge it on that. Now, is it worth 150? Probably not anymore. This is probably a good $100 pair of headphones. I am finding myself wanting more. I want some more bass. I want some more mids. The highs I think stand out for me a little bit, but overall when I first heard these, I was a little disappointed. Now, watching content, listening to the content is going to sound great on here. It's crystal clear, but I just want more. And the same with the volume. I want a little more volume on these headphones. I feel like they're just lacking in the audio department. Not a bad sound, but I'm comparing it and I'm used to a certain sound today in 2020. So I'm judging it and comparing these directly kind of with the Q30s, and the Q30s right now blow these things out of the water. So just keep that in mind. Let's keep going. We're gonna do a mic test. Check out the mic. What up guys? A Sennheiser HD 450 BT, a pair of ANC headphones from Sennheiser. I was very happy to pick these up at the price I got them for. And overall, I'm just excited. So I wanna know how the mic sounds. Let me know. So very interesting with the mic. So I said in the beginning of the video, these do not have transparency mode, and they don't, right? You can't just turn something like that on and hear your ambient noise coming in. But when you are using the microphone, you do hear outside noise. It does allow ambient noise in only when you're using the mic. There's no way to turn that on if you want that mode in general just to hear your surroundings. But when you are on the mic, it does allow ambient noise in. So it's a little weird. You can hear yourself talk when you're using the mic. So it's definitely different, interesting. I do kind of like it actually. So now we're gonna talk a little bit about the active noise cancellation. Now the active noise cancellation on here, don't compare this. I know they're Sennheiser, but don't get ahead of ourselves, right? These are not 250 bucks, 300 bucks like the Bose or the XM4s or even the XM3s. You're not gonna get that level of noise cancellation with this. Think mid-range, think more budget-wise. Like I said, the Q30s that just dropped, very comparable ANC to the Q30s, right? It's gonna take a lot of the low end frequency noise out, but that high pitch stuff is still going to be there. But for what these are, when it comes to ANC, it does what it's supposed to do. Think middle of the range ANC, that's what this is. And if you go in expecting that, you're not going to be disappointed with the level of ANC on here. So we're gonna go in now, we're gonna go over the touch controls. And again, touch controls do control everything. So let's go back, I'm gonna play some music and I'll show you the touch controls. So touch controls again on here. These buttons will control everything. This top button will bring up your voice assistant. So if you just push that top button, you can see Siri does come up. And it's no different if you have an Android phone, Google Assistant will come up. Now this next button or lever, whatever you want to call it, switch, it goes down, it goes up, and you can push it in. So if we push it in, you can see it's going to pause. And if we push it again, it will play it. Now if we move it down, it's going to go to the next or the previous track. And if we push it up, it will go to the next track. And I like this a lot. I wish more headphones had this style of control on here. It's very smooth. You're not searching for a button. It's just one place that will control mostly everything. Now this switch here, this is your volume control. If you just click one direction, volume will go down. And if you click on the other direction, volume will go up. And then to control your ANC again, it's the same as the power button. You just turn it on, click it, and ANC will turn on and off. And it does work very well. The controls on here are probably my favorite thing about these headphones, besides the look. I do really like how they look in general. And the next thing I want to talk about, the last thing I want to talk about is the latency. No latency on here. This does support SBC, AAC, and aptX. Low latency for playback, so you're not going to experience any latency when listening to content, YouTube videos, iOS or Android devices. Overall, not bad. So look, a lot of good things about these, and some things I really don't like. I don't like the width of the ear cups. For me, that is an issue. They're not the genuine on-ear headphones. It doesn't make sense to me why they're so narrow. I just don't like that at all. And then the sound quality. Sound quality on here for me is lacking. It's a little disappointing. I came in with high expectations because of all I've heard from Sennheiser. And again, I do have to take into consideration these are older headphones and they've been out for quite some time. So I'm comparing it to the headphones I have today. Overall, look, are they worth $150? If I can do it all over again, I would not pay $150 for these headphones, considering what else is out there, right? Like I said, the Q30s for 80, 90 bucks, much better than these headphones. Would I pay 80, 90 bucks for these? Yeah, I probably would. I would pay 80, 90 bucks for these, maybe even 100, but that's as high as I would go. If you can find them for that price, they're worth it. I wouldn't go above that. The Sennheiser 450 BT headphones, I do really like the look though. I dig the look. I might try these for live streaming once or twice just to see, but I don't know. They might be a problem just with that on ear, with the narrow ear cup. So it is what it is. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. I'll be back soon with much, much more. I have a lot of videos coming, guys, in the works. If you're new here, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It would be much appreciated. Stay safe out there, and I'll be back soon. Peace.